everybody? Welcome back, Jack's Daily Vlog. I was trying to do something and I made it too long, so let's just go into what other stuff. So, big news. The reason I've not been up here, I'm going to tell you exactly why I've not been on YouTube for the last couple of months. Here's the reason. I'm not just all being lazy and stuff. It's because I was finishing up 8th grade and I was trying to be graduation and stuff. But one thing that's actually cool, and I don't have the graduation stuff. I have that put away for something I'm going to tell you in after this. But basically, I graduated, and my grandpa, he works for the there used to be an American Legion where my grandpa lives, but it's since closed down. And so I was the last person to receive I don't know what it is, what are those things called? I can't even remember. Those scholarships. Okay, scholarships. One of those American Legion scholarships. Now, they did hand them out in the middle school graduation, but I was the last student in the Quinter American Legion where my grandpa lives. They closed down, and I was the last person to ever receive one out of their American Legion. Yeah, I was the last student that was able to receive it. I've got the last one ever done. Yeah. Also, I did graduate, which is I don't know how I did, because this guy, I'm gonna set him on my makeshift desk because I'm doing stuff. This guy thought I would have. He didn't have anything. I didn't think so. All he does is play video games all day, and he won't spend time with me. So I went bananas this morning to tell him how much I love him. Yeah. So, yes, and this is the chimp socket. Oh yeah, funny thing, my history teacher, which is shame on him, my old history teacher, shame on you, Mr. Conklin, he called Big Chimp a chimp socket for what he does. Yeah, and so I'm not very happy about that. Where's the girl? Alright, I'm going to be going to Michigan soon, in about a week. And so I'm going to fly over to Notre Dame Stadium. It might be the stupidest thing, and I may never come back from that vacation because I never know what could happen. Because it specifically says on the back of it says, never fly over stadium, sports events, or groups of people. Stadiums, full or not. My dad is like, oh, it'll be fine. No one's out there. It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I honestly do not trust you because this stuff is very serious because it says keep away from emergency responders. After the controversy from California and what happened at the London airport and the US airport, drone pilots like me, my writing teacher when I was earlier this in past school year, my writing teacher, we had to do current events, like write about a current event. I wrote about the drone stuff, and he wanted me to do one of how it affects you. But this isn't really affecting me because I've not been flying my drone lately because I get banned from my middle school flying because apparently over groups of people, somebody tried to make a rumor saying I was flying over people, which is not true because I have all the footage and proof because I have footage from the drone. I have the camera pointing down at an angle, so it's usually the camera is pointed straight, and so you just look straight. I did it at an angle pointing down to the people. And I had all this on film. Now, keep in mind, this same kid almost crashed my drone. Yeah, the week before, I went to go tell people because this is a serious situation. He comes up behind me after probably 15 seconds after I landed. Now, if he was 15 seconds earlier, this could have been a big problem because takeoff and landing is the most dangerous time. And so I got done landing. If this was landing time, I would be in big trouble because I can't stop landing as soon as I say landing. So he comes up behind me, scares me half to death, and I turn around and say, "Don't you dare!" And so then he went up, tried to touch it, like, "You don't touch my drone." And I was not doing it just to make it be, "Don't touch it," because I don't want him to. I was doing that for safety because if I was to knock one of my buttons or accidentally push something and those blades came on, if he had his hands there and I did, I could have been in big trouble. And so that was for his own safety not to touch it, because right after Lane, when I was trying to deal with that, I had the controller in my hand and I could have knocked something and I could have turned it on, and I wanted him to be safe. That's what the real thing was. He didn't want to hear the story. When I tried to talk to him about it, he actually left me. He said, "You're the problem." And he's like, "I didn't do nothing." And I'm like, and I didn't have the camera recording, which I should. So every time I land around people now, I am recording, just in case if something did happen and they try to lie about it, I will have everything there. Alright, so bigger news. You're going to see my other Crash DJs work because it's not interesting. Other big news. I don't even know how to say this. This house that I've lived in for the last almost decade and a half. I moved here when I was 1 year old. So I've been living back here about 14 years. Almost 14 years. And in August, I'm moving. This house right now is sold. And yes, the pirate ship that I have out in my backyard and that wacky house that you saw on the channel, I'm not taking that with me. Yeah, it's staying here. Now, the thing is with that, I'm going to put property of Jack Yazway on that thing, and here's why. Because I want to claim it back. And you can't just say, and I don't want to be like when I'm 18, I don't want to steal it from people, and here's why. Because if I come back to people's front door and it's still there, then I can just come up and I have no proof. Now, if I'm going to put my signature on it so I can show that that is actually mine, and I'm going to put it on the inside where they don't know where it's at so they can't, like, erase it. I'm going to put it on the pirate ship and that house. And so I can come back and I can say, hey, that ship, and I'm going to have photos of it, that ship is actually mine. I lived here such and such years ago, probably like 3 years ago. I moved, and that was my ship, and I want it back. And if they don't budge, I'm going to go down to the police department. And here's why. Because I want that thing out of there. I just give me a warrant. I'm trying to get me a warrant to get the thing out of there. Because the only way to get that thing out of there, I'd have to get a semi-truck to come in here, which is going to be extremely expensive. To get it out of there, I'd have to get me a forklift or even a crane to get it out of there. Because that stuff, I don't know how I'm going to get it out of there. I mean, like, I'm going to get it out of there. I'm going to get it out of there in one piece. But if they take it apart, I'm not going to be super happy about it. Yeah. But the new house tour, I will make a new house tour. In August, it'll be after we go back to school, after I go back to school, so I don't even know when that's gonna be, so I'll as soon as we settle it, I'll do a new house tour when we do it. But honestly, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that we're moving. I'm not even mad that we're gonna lose that. I'm not mad at all. I'm not even sad. I am kind of sad, but I mean, like, I'm not mad because the house that we're looking at, that we actually got, is so nice. Like, it is so nice. Yeah. It is a nice, nice, nice house. And you know what really makes me happy? The roads. And here's the reason. Because I'm a big car guy. And so the roads in my neighborhood, the city of Hutchinson, they're too lazy to fix it. Basically, I go down Main Street and they have these big old, like, statues or, like, big old, like, things in there. And I just don't see a use for that. I'm like, why is that money not, get this, they redo Main Street twice in not even a year. Yeah. And I'm like, why don't they just pay Main Street out of dollar bills? That's what they should do. Because that, like, our roads, they chip sealed it. They said they're going to put asphalt over it. But here's what they did. They put oil down, they put gravel on it. That's all fine and good if it would last, because in Quinter, where my grandpa lives, I was talking about earlier, they did that, and that road is not cracking. Here's what the problem is. This road, that road would crack after a few years. Our road did not even make it 6 months without it completely cracking. Yeah, like, I actually, when I was walking home from school, like, multiple days, after it was done, like, the next year, it was chipping off. Like, you could brush the gravel off, and there's the old pavement right there. It's already cracking. They did nothing to stop it. And basically, our road has not been paved, and I don't think it's going to ever be paved again. And it's technically a gravel road. Now, this new neighborhood doesn't have that issue. And technically, we're out of the city limits. We're in the city limits here. And they don't do that. Now, there's a street called 30th Street outside my neighborhood. They paved that, but they don't even care about the other neighborhoods. I've seen these other neighborhoods in the city of Hutchinson. They're way worse than ours. They get nice pavement in their stuff. They actually work on it. Just because they're down by Main Street. Honestly, that's wrong, and if I was part of the city, I would not let that happen. But honestly, and I'm not saying that, I'm only 14 years old here. I'm not trying to put anything out here. I'm just saying that is absolutely wrong. I mean, like, would you actually go fix the other stuff? Like, they are really retards. The city is retarded because of that issue. They need to figure it out, even if he thinks it's retarded. Alright, anyway, moving on to other news. We did have to take cover the other night because of a tornado, and tornado actually touched down. But the thing is that here's something you should never do. Is that I was down in the basement, and it actually said estimated arrival time like 5-10 minutes, and all of my family is upstairs, and I'm the only person downstairs. Yeah. And I'm like, get down here. And they finally do it when the tornado sirens go off. I'm like, I didn't even think they were going to go off because of just the way, because this came out of nowhere. But, yeah, I'm like, don't do that. I've learned it the hard way. I actually, seen a tornado. If you've seen that video, story time, I saw a tornado thumbnail. If you look at the thumbnail, that's the tornado I saw. I learned it the hard way that time, and honestly, is that I was not even scared that time. The thing is that you're scared when you don't know where it's at. But if you see it and you know exactly where it's at, you're not really scared because you know where it's going. And that thing was stationary. It wasn't moving, so we weren't really concerned about it. But it did destroy some people's houses. The one way back 2015, not the recent ones. Last night, Joplin almost got hit again, which that would have been devastated. Anyway, yeah. But, oh yeah, here's what Big Chimp means. Because he was going bananas earlier. He didn't have his banana. Look what I found. I have a video I'm going to be posting on Instagram about him having an outburst. It's going to be going up on my Instagram soon. Oh yeah, if you don't know, I have Instagram and Twitter now. So, if you want to come follow me on Instagram, Big Chimp's on Instagram, and he's got a bunch of photos on Instagram. And so, I'm going to follow him. Twitter, I want people to follow me, because I actually posted a good chimp joke, and I post great stuff. So, Instagram and Twitter, same thing. It's Jack's Big Chimp. No capitals, no spaces. It's just called Jack's, Jacks, Big, BIG, Chimp. That's what it is. That's my Instagram and my Twitter. It has the Jack's Daily Vlogs logo on the Twitter, and I think the Twitter and the Instagram as seen as my YouTube channel. I've not been active on my YouTube channel because I told you on the other videos. I do have my drone though. And one thing I did not say earlier when I had the drone out, which is stupid on my part, if you want to see my drone wrapped a different color, please tell me what you want to see this thing wrapped as. Because I've been really thinking about a new wrap color for this. Thing is, it has to go good with white because the drone is white and it has this little like ring around it to have it be more detailed. You have to get something that goes good with white because can't get a different color. So here, I'll show you it side by side. So this is my wreck drone, but you're gonna have to have colored good with this. And yes, it has two things ripped off because I'm trying to take that apart, so I smashed it with a hammer. And so yeah. Well, that's gonna effectively end this video because I gotta go do stuff. So I'm already being lazy. But I am relaxed while I'm on the chair, but anyway, that's the end of this video. If you want to see more stuff, if you want to see my drone wraps, if you want to see more drone videos, see the new house, have new house tours, see maybe my freshman year of high school, see like my car stuff, more vlogs. Actually, you can recommend stuff. Subscribe, comment, and like this. If you like this video, I'll do more videos of updates throughout my channel. Comment down below if you want to see. Well, technically, I'm not going to do it every day because I don't have time for that. To try and get it done every day. I'll try to do it every other day. If you really want, if I get a lot of people saying if I do it every single day, I'll take that into consideration. But anyway, tell in the comments section below what you want to see here, because I would be curious to know. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this little update. And yes, I will be doing a house tour. I've told some people I'm going to be moving. And I'm not posting out there on Instagram. I don't want to do that until I have the new house tour. And no, I'm not going to clickbait you like I've done with Big Jim's house. No, it's going to have the actual picture from a drone shot I want to do. Oh yeah, my Chevrolet, my mom's new car, the Chevrolet Camaro convertible, that review is going to be coming out soon. It's got some really awesome stuff. It's got some revving. It's got really cool stuff. I did it while on Mother's Day for my mom, and I'll have that out soon. Anyway, this is the end of this video, and how about we all champ out? How about we all champ out?